Hi everyone! In this video, we will find percent increase. The price of one share of a particular stock rose from $20 to $105. Find the percent increase. Here we have the old amount, or the original, and we have a new price, or a new amount for this stock. If I want to find the percent increase, let's go ahead and take the larger amount and subtract the smaller amount to see how much it increased. So that would be the new, subtracting the old, or the original. So we have 105 subtract 20 to give us an increase of $85. Now we need to come up with a phrase to help us so that we can translate it and find that percent increase. So we are looking for what percent, and we know it's what percent because it asks us to find the percent. So what percent of something is going to equal the increase of 85? Now, to find out what goes into this what of, we have two options, either the old or the new. The new one doesn't make sense because it hasn't increased, but the old one has increased. So what percent of the old amount gives us the increase? Now that we have our phrase, we can translate it into a math equation. Since we don't have anything for that, we use a variable, and I'm going to go ahead and use P for percent. Of means multiply. The old was $20, and our increase is 85. Now we have our equation. What percent of 20, or the old, gives us the increase of 85? Now to solve for our variable, we need to isolate it by doing the opposite operation. Since we multiplied by 20, dividing by 20 negates that. And we have to do it to both sides to make sure that it stays balanced. 20 divided by 20 is 1. 1 times P is P, or you can say it cancels. And so P equals 85 divided by 20 in my calculator is 4.25. And we were asked to find the percent. To change this to a percent, we move the decimal 2 place values to the right. And so our percent is 425% increase. Now let's interpret that just to make sure that we did our phrase correct. If we had an increase and our old amount was 20, if we had an increase of, let's say, 100%, that would double it, making it 40. Here we went from 20 to $105. This was an increase of multiplying by maybe 5, so that would be about 400%. That makes perfect sense. So we did do our correct phrase. This was correct. And that's really the trick on these, is to make sure that we have that correct phrase so that we can translate it and solve. Since we make sure that it checks out logically, it looks like we're all good and we're all done.